Huh. Hello, hello, hello. Yay, Laura! In the nick of time. Should I bring her water in here so she doesn't drink anybody? Sometimes she drinks people's water. She's amazing. She's amazing this one. She's amazing. Okay, friends. Thursday morning. Good job getting yourselves here. Anything you guys want to do today in particular? Any requests? Neck and shoulders? Okay. Just do that. Okay, Liz. All right. I got you. Like not dolphin, is that what you said? Okay. You're like, if that was what you had in mind, that's not what I want. Okay, I understand. I understand. All right. I'm like, you asked for it. That's what I want to do. Okay. Let's just start comfortable seat or as comfortable as you can get in a seat. So if you want to sit on your block or anything like that, feel free. And also if you want to move a little bit, kind of just stretch your body a little bit and see how your body's doing this morning. Take a moment to just feel around and eventually find stillness. So no rush, but eventually just feel into your nice tall spine. So draw up through the crown of your head. And see if you can let your shoulders just melt down away from your ears. Soften through the muscles in your face. And just be intentional with how and where you place your hands. So maybe they just rest on your lap, but it's on purpose. Maybe they come to your heart, maybe one hand to heart space, one hand to belly. So whatever resonates for you this morning. And then close your eyes, or if you like to keep your eyes open, see if you can soften and lower your gaze. And start to really notice and tune in to your breath. So just noticing at first, maybe the subtle expansion and contraction of your inhale and exhale. You might even start to visualize your breath just using your imagination. And then next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. And when you think you are full, see if you can even take an extra little sip of air at the top. And open your mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Ah. Do that twice more. So great big inhale, fill up. Extra little sip if it's there. And big open mouth sigh when you're ready, release. Ah. Good. One more time, biggest inhale you've taken all morning. So fill up every single little space inside of you. Feel your body expand, inflate, extra sip. Big sigh out your mouth. Let it go. Seal your lips now. And drop into your ujjayi breath. So ujjayi, translated from Sanskrit, means vibrant. So what does vibrant breath feel like in your body? Vibrant is energizing, it's expansive, it's spacious. At the same time, it's also relaxing and calming. It's slow and steady. So feel into each breath with as much awareness as possible, making your breath just as interesting as possible, giving your mind something to really focus on It's just right here, right now, and it's inside your body. So as you breathe, as you find your own internal rhythm, see if you can start to hear your breath as well. That whisper noise, that oceanic sound. And if you want to, you can stay here a little longer or a lot longer. You are also invited to come back here at any time throughout practice that you just want to take a moment to recenter, to come back to yourself, or even to rest. If you're ready to start moving, come forward, take your breath with you, come forward to hands and knees, so tabletop position. And then from our hands and our knees, we're gonna go right into a thread the needle pose today. So make sure your knees are at least hips width distance apart. Take your right arm out to the right, reach it all the way up towards the sky. Breathe in here, and as you exhale, thread your right arm underneath, reach as far as you can, and then come down to rest gently on the outside of your shoulder and the outside of your head. Breathe into your back body, so especially the space in between your shoulder blades, the back of your heart, back of your ribs, all the way down into your low back. If there's any way you want to explore, get curious, go for it. Take just a couple more breaths on this side. Good, you guys. If you do happen to have your left hand lifted, bring your left hand back to the ground. And then on an inhalation, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up. Listen here, this is a little bit different. Bring your right arm behind your back, so forearm across your low back, and just let your head hang heavy. So we're looking for a little stretch in the right side of our neck. If you can let your head be very heavy, let your neck relax, and then breathe into the right side of your neck. Your right shoulder is back and down away from your ear. Take just one more round. And then slowly unwind. You might reach your right arm straight up and then bring your right hand down. Take about 3 big clockwise circles with your hips. So all the way around, as big as you can make them. And if you feel little spaces that feel particularly tight or stiff, you're welcome to kind of go back and forth. Stay there for a moment, get curious. After about 3 big clockwise circles, take it back into a down dog for a moment, just to stretch and lengthen everything. So eventually, just spread your fingers out really wide, tuck your toes under, lift your knees, lift your hips, and just use your down dog again to stretch, to lengthen. So maybe you want to pedal out your heels, give your head a little shake or a little nod. See if you can really find that lift that comes from your center. Take one more big inhale into your dog pose, push the ground away, lengthen through your side bodies. And then as you exhale, just gently bring your knees back to the ground, back to a tabletop position, at least hips width distance apart with your knees. Take your left arm out to the left all the way up. Inhale here. And then exhale, thread it through. So reach, 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 and then gently rest down on the outside of shoulder and head. And any way you want to work this pose on this side, go for it. Use your big, spacious breath. Soft through your face, through your jaw. All the way to empty with your exhale. And if you do happen to have your right hand lifted, slowly bring your right hand back to the ground. Next time you breathe in, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up. Pause here. Wrap your left arm behind your back, so forearm across your low back, and let your neck relax, let your head hang down. So look for the space, feel into the space in the left side of your neck. Head is heavy. Breathe from your left ear to your left shoulder. Yeah, good job, you guys. Take one more round. And as you inhale, you might re-extend your left arm up. So unwinding, left hand to the ground. And this time, about 3 big counterclockwise circles with your hips. So again, fullest range of motion you can find. Take it all the way around and feel into what's there. As you are ready, back to downward facing dog. All right, down dog, few deep breaths. Feel free to move and explore. Feel free to just be still and find those little micro movements inside. And just a quick question from me to you. If you would like a hands-off practice today, you do not want any physical adjustments or hands-on touch, totally fine. Just give me one leg in the air as a signal. All right, thank you so much. Now, if you want to lift your legs in the air just to stretch, feel free. Give yourself a couple more breaths in your dog pose. See if you can figure out not how to make this pose a resting pose, but how to relax around this posture. So there's lots of muscles working, but can you find a little softness and a little sweetness? Maybe just through your outer shell. Take one more inhale, friends, into your down dog. As you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat and find your way there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, hang out for just a couple rounds. Maybe a rag doll, grab opposite elbows, maybe hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, back of your neck, traction out your spine or traction out the back of your neck. Good job. Big, spacious Ujjayi breath. Nice, Laura. Next time you inhale, come to a halfway lift position. The spine parallel to the ground. Awesome. Okay, exhale, bow, let it go. Do that once more, halfway lift. So top of your head reaches forward, tops of thighs press back. Beautiful. Exhale, fold. Let's take it all the way up this time. So rise, arms to the sky. Inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Flow for just a moment with breath. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, dive down slowly. Take your time. Let your breath guide. Nice, Chris. Inhale, lift halfway. Get all the rounding out. Beautiful. Exhale, fold in, bow deeply all the way to empty. And then from that place, take it back up to standing. Arms reach up as you inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, continue to flow, but we'll add on a bit. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, baby back bend this time. So cactus your arms, squeeze bottom tips of shoulder blades. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And exhale, take your slow dive. So your butt sticks out as you dive forward. Good, nice job. See, halfway lift position. Breathe in and lengthen. This time, exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Move through your vinyasa however you want, or you're welcome to skip it. Go straight back to down dog. So take your time, heart lifts, belly back bend, and then eventually hips lift. Very nice. All right, back in your down dog. Reconnect to your breath. Inhale, take your right leg high. So pause here for a moment. Square off your hips. So if it helps, you might bend your left knee or come up to your left tiptoes, almost like you're ready to pounce forward with your left leg. So make your right leg nice, cam, powerful and strong. Active through your right foot. Take one more in breath. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly, round your spine. Stay here, breathe in. See if you can lift higher to your back tiptoes and lift higher through your waistline. Exhale, step through softly, low lunge. Take your time to rise up, crescent lunge. So strong legs, all of your toes face directly forward, hips are square. And the stability comes by finding your center, hugging towards midline. So front hip pulls back, back hip draws forward. There's a little tiny tone in your lowest, deepest abdominals. So it's supporting your low back. Heart lifts, gaze lifts. Feel all the way up into your hands and your fingers. So your expression of this pose, how does it feel in your body today? Breathe into it. Notice everything that's there. One more big inhale. Good job, you guys. As you exhale, twist to your right, left arm forward, right arm back, back knee bends to a hover. Good. So twist from your center, feel your strong legs. From here, bring your right forearm across your low back, square your shoulders forward, and start to create a little back bend. Reach your left arm up and slightly back. Puff up your chest. So lift your heart. Beautiful. Breathe all the way down your left side. One more big deep breath. Nice job. Awesome, Janet. Bring your left hand to the ground and extend your right arm now to the sky. You're in a revolve lunge. Good. So option to stay right here in your revolve lunge as you are, or option to take it just a little bit deeper by walking your left fingertips off the left side of your mat. And then see if you can start to reach your right hand back behind you. Heart looks up towards the sky. Yeah, legs stay strong. Beautiful. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Take one last round, your personal fullest expression. Awesome, Chris. End of your exhalation, release. Walk your hands now all the way over to the left long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. So adjust as needed. Halfway lift position as you breathe in. If you want, you can reach your arms out to both sides like great big wings. Feel your strong core, feel your strong legs. Whenever you're ready, let it go, either wide-legged fold, or you're welcome to explore and play and get curious. Stay on your mat in your body with your breath. So rather than wandering off somewhere else in your mind, over and over again, just come back. Be present. Feel whatever's there to be felt. Nice job, everybody. All right, next time you breathe in, come back to that halfway lift position, but just with your fingertips on the ground, and start to crawl your hands to the top of your space. Rotate your toes to face forward so you're back in a low lunge. Step your front foot back. You're in a plank pose. From your plank pose, side plank. Right hand is your foundation. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Or, of course, you can always bring your right knee or your right forearm down to modify. Nice, Liz. Lift your hips really high. Yes. Maybe left arm forward. Awesome, Susan. Maybe left leg floats up. So feel the strength in your right side abdominals, those oblique muscles. Soften around the pose. Soften through your face. Soften through your outer shell. One last big breath. Nice, Paul. Slow motion back to your plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Find your strength. Push the ground away like you're resisting gravity. Slowly lower all the way to your belly. All right, pause on your belly. Turn your head to the left side and extend your right arm out to the right for shoulder pigeon. So right palm faces the ground. Roll up onto your right side body. Your left foot might come down behind you like a little kickstand. Or if there's any other way you want to work the pose, feel free. You could take your left arm up and back like you're trying to get the backs of your hands to touch. Or you could wrap your left forearm across your low back. So you choose. Make sure your head is relaxed down, either on the ground or a block or a sweatshirt or anything else. Big, huge breath. See if you can breathe even bigger than you thought you could. Take about 3 or 4 more, just softening with each exhale. Good. Notice whatever there is to notice and respond to it. Very bottom of your next exhalation. Ease your way back onto your belly. And then for a moment, just turn your head the other way and kind of shake your hips side to side, rock them side to side, or maybe even windshield wiper your shins. And then eventually set your shins down. Bring your hands to frame your yoga mat and lift to your fingertips. So setting up for Spider-Man Cobra. Elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, twist to your right. Left shoulder dips down. Inhale back through center, lift through your heart, just as high as feels right to you. And exhale, twist to your left. You might notice, do your shoulders feel a little bit different from side to side? Inhale through center. Go one more time each way. Slowly, intentionally, with your breath. And then eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center. You can hold there as long as you'd like. We'll meet in a tabletop position on our hands and our knees. So find your way there in your own time. In hands and knees, it seems pretty basic, but there's actually lots of different things we can pay attention to. So make sure your fingers are spreading and you're actively pushing into the ground with your fingertips. Draw your belly button in and up. So it almost feels like you're puffing up through your low back. You're already connected to your center. Keep all of that. Take your right arm forward and your left leg back for a spinal balance. Good. So as you extend, try not to lose that connection to center. Keep gazing down so the back of your neck is long. And it's like you're going to shake somebody's hand. Your palm faces in, your thumb faces up. Awesome, Cam. Take one more big inhale. Strong, straight, powerful line. Exhale, elbow to knee underneath you. Slow motion, like you're moving through molasses. Inhale, long, strong, powerful. Reach, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. All the way to emptiness in your breath. Inhale, long, strong, powerful. Last one, elbow to knee, round, hollow out, navel to spine, chin to chest. Inhale, re-extend. You can stay in your spinal balance or move into your half bow. Right arm reaches back, left knee bends. Lift your heart. See if you can feel the mobility in your mid and your upper back. Nice, Lizzie. If you've got hold of your foot or your ankle, use gentle leverage now. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Hug in with your inner thighs to protect your low back. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Soft face. Are you connected to your center or have you lost it? Take one last round. Good job. Slowly release and re-extend. Find neutral. Inhale. Exhale, lower everything to the ground. Bring your knees together to touch and walk your hands off the right side of your mat. Sit your hips back into the left. So gently press your left armpit towards the ground and breathe into your left side. And then you can stay low or you can rise back up to come through center. Other side, walk your hands off the left side of your mat and then sit back into the right with your hips. So right side really lengthens. You might even kind of lean into your right side, press your right armpit down. Breathe into your right side body a lot. Yeah. Nice, Jossie. One last round. And then come back to your regular tabletop. Take it back to downward facing dog. Walk it out in your down dog. Reconnect to your ujjayi breath. All right. Great big inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space, however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, halfway lift position, lots of length. Inhale. And let it go, fold in, all the way up, rise, arms to the sky, big full body stretch at the top. Hands to your heart center, and we'll keep flowing with breath. Inhale, arms reach. Baby back bend with your exhalation. So navel to spine, protect low back as you curl open. Bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. Inhale, realign, reach up. Beautiful. Exhale, dive slowly all the way down. Inhale, grow into your spinal extension, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa your way, or straight back to down dog. See you there. Good job, friends. Ujjayi breath, fire it up. Next inhalation, left leg high, three-legged dog. Square off your hips so inner thighs face one another. And that might mean, nice, Chris, probably means you can't go quite as high. So rather than going for height, go for length, strength, and power from your fingertips all the way up to your back heel or toes. One more in breath. Exhale, knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, round your spine. Stay here as you breathe in. Push into the ground, lift to your back tiptoes, and soft as you can, exhale, step forward. Crescent lunge, rise up slowly, mindfully, stable and strong through your lower body. And then reach up and find your own expression in your upper body. So finding your own expression doesn't mean you need to do anything different physically, but just feel into it. What do you want to invite in? What do you want to embody? Softness, sweetness, or maybe more energy? Maybe your fingers are spreading wide, like there's energy shooting out of them. It's up to you. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, turbo twist towards the window. So right arm goes forward, left arm goes back, back knee bends to a hover. Imagine you're trying to pull your back thigh forward. Nice, Janet. All right, bring your left forearm across your low back, square your shoulders forward, start to reach your right arm up, and then even reach your right fingertips back. Use your left arm behind you as support for your low back. Lift and puff up through your chest. One more big inhale down your right side. And exhale, bring your right hand to the ground. Reach your left arm to the sky. You're in a revolve lunge. Nice, Laura. You can stay right where you're at in your revolve lunge. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper, walk your right hand or right fingertips off the right edge of your mat. Yes. Left fingertips reach back. Heart looks up. Keep your legs strong, so don't collapse through your legs. Keep your breath powerful. One more. Yes, beautiful, awesome, Kay. Let it go, slowly unwind. Walk your hands all the way over the right long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. So you're in a wide-legged straddle position. Halfway lift, option to add your great big wings. Reach out to both sides. And then whenever you're ready, you can either let it go, fold, or play, explore. Get curious. About 5 rounds total. You need some open mouth sighs. Now is a great time. Stay present on your mat, in your body, with your breath. Good job, friends. Next time you breathe in, come back to your halfway lift with your fingertips on the ground this time. So bend your knees if you need to. Walk your hands to the top of your space and rotate your toes forward so you're back to low lunge. Step your front foot back. You are in a plank pose. From your plank pose, side plank, left hand is your base. So roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot. Nice, Paul. Right arm to the sky. Lift your hips really, really high. Take it out of your wrist and your shoulder. So nice. Maybe right arm reaches forward, bicep next to your ear. Lengthen through your right side body. Maybe right leg floats up. Yeah, tree variation. Love it. Your fullest expression in this moment. Can you find that little bit of softness? One last round. And then slowly plank or modify. You guys are awesome. So strong. Inhale at the top. Push the ground away. Like you're resisting gravity. One strong straight line all the way to your belly. Lower down. Once you get down to your belly, we'll set up for our shoulder pigeon on the left side. So turn your head to the right. Reach your left arm out. Palm facing down. Roll up onto your left side. And you can take any variation you want with your right leg and your right arm. Head is relaxed on something, on the ground, a block, maybe a sweatshirt. Make your breath as big as you can. Good, everybody. All right, take one last big deep breath. And at the very bottom of your exhale, ease your way back to your belly. For just a moment, turn your head the other way, opposite direction, and either just kind of rock your hips side to side as you breathe down into your low back, or windshield wiper your shins. You can do whatever you want with your arms, whatever feels good. Nice work. Set your shins on the ground. Bring your arms down by your sides. Bring your forehead to the ground. Exhale all your air out. And as you inhale, locust pose. Lift everything up. Lift your upper body, lift your legs, lift your arms. You can stay in locust or invitation to interlace your fingers behind your back if you can get it. If you've got your fingers interlaced, reach your big, huge fist back. Lift your heart up higher. Hug in with your inner thighs. Active feet. Yes. Breathe down into your belly. So nice. Beautiful. One more inhale. Lift, lift, lift. Nice, Janet. Awesome, Cam. Let it go. Ah. All right. Rise up to your hands and your knees. And just for a moment, sit back into a child's pose, just a regular child's pose. Take a couple big deep breaths into your low back. Maybe an embryo pose. Arms can reach back. You might even grab hold of your heel. Then rise up to your hands and your knees, tabletop. So strong hands, spread your fingers, push actively into the ground so you feel your shoulders and even your pectoral muscles, your chest muscles are firing. Draw your belly button in and up, connected to your center. Left arm forward this time, right leg back for your spinal balance. So left arm, right leg. Hips are square, inner thighs face each other, like you're going to shake somebody's hand. Palm in, thumb up. Take one more in breath. Elbow to knee with your exhalation, slowly, smoothly. Inhale, lengthen 3 times like that with your breath. Elbow to knee, exhale. Good. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale all the way to emptiness as you bring elbow to knee to elbow. Inhale, re-extend. You can hold here or go for your half bow. Reach your left arm back, bend your right knee, lift your heart. So feel your mid and upper back mobility. Use it to lift your heart. If you've got hold of your foot or your ankle, gentle leverage, kick and pull. Try not to let your right knee shoot out to the right. So you're hogging in with your inner thighs, and that's what's keeping you from just dumping into your low back. Yes, awesome, Paul. See if you can spread your right toes as you hold your foot in your hand. Last big breath. So good. Slow release back to spinal balance as you inhale. And then exhale, lower everything down. Just one dolphin pose. Come down to your forearms. If you need kind of assistance, knowing how wide your elbows should be, grab opposite elbows. That's how far apart you want them. Forearms parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide, and especially press into thumbs and index. From here, tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips. Yes, nice, Chris. Do not let your elbows drift apart. See if you can walk your toes in a little bit closer, lift your hips a little bit higher. Let your neck relax and try to press your heart back towards the back of the room. You're more than welcome to stay right here, breathe right here. It's probably the most therapeutic way to be in the pose. If you want, you can take one leg up, then the other leg. You could also take hops towards forearm stand. If you are hopping, you will want to gaze forward in between your hands. Everybody take about 2 or 3 more breaths. Soft face. Heart presses back, elbows hug in, belly of your forearms push into the ground. Use your strong core. Last big inhale. Maybe side out your mouth. Ah. All right, knees down, rest back, either child's or embryo once again. Let your shoulders just relax or stretch. And then in your next few rounds, my friends, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. So make sure your breath is still there, strong and powerful. All right, great big inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, just walk your hands back to the back of your yoga mat. So coming into a forward fold at the back of your mat, all the weight will eventually be in your feet, back of your mat. Good. Inhale to a halfway lift position, lengthen. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise all the way up to stand, arms reach up. And then listen, exhale, hands to your hips. So hands to your hips, step your right foot forward about a foot or two, depending on how long your legs are. So we're setting up pyramid pose. I like my feet on 2 train tracks, all 10 toes face forward. Traditionally, it's a balance beam with your back foot at a little angle. So you choose what works best for you. Hips square, take your arms to the sky here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, twist to your right, left arm forward, right arm back. Squeeze your inner thighs, pull your right hip back. Stay rooted through the inner edge of your right foot. Broaden through the front of your shoulders and reach through your fingertips. Take one more round here, twist. Unwind just your upper body. Inhale, arms reach up. And then as you exhale, dive down. Pull your right butt cheek back as you take your dive. So when you can't lengthen anymore, hands can come to the ground or maybe to blocks or maybe to your front shin. Think forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee. And at the bottom of each exhalation, navel towards your spine. Use that connection of navel to spine to dive a little bit deeper, fold a little bit further. Keep pulling your right hip up and back. Breathe. Work the length in your front leg. About 2 more breaths. So nice, you guys. All right. If you don't already have your hands on the ground or blocks, bring them to the ground or blocks. Walk your hands forward and float your back leg up, standing splits. So left leg lifts super high. Just like a one-legged forward fold, active through your left toes. See if you can get them to spread. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee tucks into the back of right. Get small, curl in. Balancing on your right foot. Inhale, re-extend, lengthen. You can take a handstand hop just for fun if you want. Exhale, 2 more like that. Shiva squat. All the way to empty, small and compact. Inhale, re-extend, hop if you want. And last time, tuck your left knee into the back of right. Inhale, lengthen. Now listen, exhale, forward fold. Set your left foot down next to right. If you want, you can give your right leg a little shaky shake out. Bring your feet out to the width of your mat, wider than your hips. Turn your heels in, toes out. Come down into a low yogi squat, malasana. Yeah, good. If at all possible, keep your heels down and try to press down into the outer edges of your feet as well. See if you can pick up your toes and spread them. You can play, if you want, with cat-cows through your spine. Kind of notice how that changes, what you're feeling or what you're getting from the pose. Breathe all the way down into your hips, all the way down into your pelvis. Good job, you guys. And then as you are ready, just set your fingertips down, lift your hips back up, heel toe your feet in so they're about hips width distance, and all 10 toes face directly forward. On an inhale, halfway lift, realign. Exhale, fold and bow. Rise all the way up to stand, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to your hips. Once again, step your left foot forward this time, setting up pyramid. So however you like it with your legs. Good. Arms to the sky, inhale. twist towards the windows as you exhale. So right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. Squeeze your inner thighs a lot. Pull your left hip back a lot. Stay rooted through the inner edge of left foot. Reach through your fingers, great big wings, one more breath. So nice. Unwind your upper body as you inhale. Reach up. Then take a swan dive down. So pull your left butt cheek back as your heart goes forward. Imagine you're trying to reach your heart past your front knee. Eventually fold in. So forehead towards shin, nose toward knee, navel towards spine, hands on the ground or blocks or your shin. Left butt cheek up, 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 and back, back, back. Stay rooted through the inner edge of your front foot. Use every single breath to dive deeper, fold further, work the length in your back leg, or your front leg, excuse me. Take about 2 more rounds. So nice, you guys. Good awareness. Just be with sensation rather than resisting it. Bottom of your next exhale, move into your standing split. So hands walk forward, back leg floats high. Keep your right foot really active. Try to spread through your toes, just like a one-legged forward fold. Your neck can relax, your head can be heavy. Hug in with your left inner thigh. Take one more big inhale, long, strong, powerful. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee tucks into the back of left knee. Get small. Good. Inhale, re-extend, get long. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right heel towards your right glute as you curl in. Inhale, re-extend. And then last time, exhale, Shiva squat. You want to, you can hop, otherwise lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. Set your right foot down next to left. Left leg gets that little shaky shake. Bring your feet out to the width of your mat. Turn your toes out wider than your heels. Low squat, Halasana. So you can hang out just like you did before, anything you want to do, or invitation to twist. Left arm reaches out to the left. Your arm is inside your knee. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Gaze up. If the bind is in your practice, you're welcome to go there. Just don't force it. Take about 1 or 2 more rounds. And then slowly just switch sides. So unwind, right arm out to the right. Press your arm into leg, leg into arm. Reach your left arm up, gaze up. So front of your heart is open wide. 1 or 2 more breaths here. Let it go. Everyone, fingertips to the ground. Lift your hips back up. Heel toe your feet in, about hips width distance apart. All of your toes face forward. Lift halfway, realign. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet. Let's rise all the way up. Arms reach up, big stretch. Hands to heart. Exhale. All right. Inhale, arms to the sky. Root down into your right foot and lift your left knee, standing stack. So find your balance here. If you want to stay here, totally fine. Otherwise, on an exhalation, we'll twist towards the window. So right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe grab the outside of your left thigh or knee. You could also place your left hand to your low back if you want. Option to move into your full hand to big toe pose. So grab hold of left foot and start extending your left leg. Only extend as much as you can without rounding through your spine. Yes, nice. Hug in with your inner thighs. Wherever you're at, one more deep breath. Good. Slowly unwind, standing staff. Arms reach up, maybe extend left leg if you haven't already. Low lunge, slow motion. See if you can touch fingers and toes down at the same time. So step all the way back. Once you are there, bring your hands inside your right foot. Walk your right foot out nice and wide. So it might even come onto the hardwood floor. You can choose hips lift up, heart moves towards the ground, or back knee and hips move towards the ground, heart lifts up. If there's anywhere else you want to take this or any other way you want to explore, feel free. Yeah, good. You might rock a little bit forward and back. Whatever you are feeling, just let it be felt fully. About 3 more deep breaths. Try not to let your right knee collapse in, but if anything, you might roll onto the outer edge of your right foot or pivot your right toes a little bit out to the right. Ah, last breath. Exhale out your mouth if you want. Good job, friends. Rise back up to your hands if you're not there already. So plant them underneath your shoulders. Lift your back knee up and work your front foot back into a plank position. Yes, very nice. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale, lower down slowly, chaturanga. Back bend of your choice, heart opener of your choice. So make it feel good. Give yourself a couple breaths there if you want. And then eventually, we're going to sit back into screaming toe pose. So from hands and knees, your toes stay curled under. Your knees are about hips width distance apart, and you'll just sit back onto your heels. If this feels like way too much in your feet, you can keep your hands on a block or on the ground in front of you. Put some weight there. Otherwise, try to let your weight just settle. So spine long, hips over heels. Hands can come to heart. Hands can rest on thighs. If you want, reverse namaste or even interlace your fingers behind you. Take about 5 more breaths here. Hug in with your inner heels. Don't let your heels drift out to the sides. Soften your face. Let the heat build in your feet and breathe into it. So good for our plantar fascia, the soft tissue, the soles of our feet. Sigh out your mouth at any time. Last couple rounds. And go ahead, come forward to hands and knees. Untuck your toes and just gently pitter patter tap your feet, your shoelaces against the ground. You might even lift your feet up, kind of roll out your ankles, point and flex. And then when you're ready, back to your down dog. And as you move back into your down dog, notice all the new awareness in your feet and your toes. Inhale your right leg high. This time, peel your right hip open. So bend your right knee, reach your right knee out and up. Very good place to stay. So you can stay here and just stretch if you want. Otherwise, one more inhale here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Use your strong core, use your obliques. Inhale, back up. You can scorpion tail your leg if you want. Exhale, right to right. Aim for your armpit, aim high. Good. Inhale, back up. Now, everybody, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, step forward softly. All right, listen. From here, just start to walk your hands forward and lift your back leg up like you're in a warrior 3 with your fingertips on the ground or hands on blocks. So not standing splits, long spine like you're in a halfway lift, and back leg parallel to the earth. From here, we're moving into revolved half moon. So left hand stays down, right hand might come to your right hip crease, push your hip back. Keep working that twist. That should automatically happen. Eventually, your right arm might reach up. So open through the right side of your heart. Yes, keep your back leg strong and powerful. Nice, Susan. And twist from your center. Breathe. 1 or 2 more breaths to work your pose. I know it's uncomfortable. Be with that discomfort. Hips are square, inner thighs squeeze, twist, twist, twist. Very end of your next exhale, let it all go. Just step down at the top of your mat, forward fold. You can give your legs a little shake out or maybe pedal out your heels. Let's come down into our low squat again. So feet nice and wide, toes wider than heels, Malasana. This time your option, if you want, to take your arms up, interlace your fingers, steeple index. Try not to look at the ground and round, but instead imagine you're trying to press your arms back and your chest forward. Press into your heels and the outer edges of your feet. Try not to strain through your neck or your face. Good, so nice. Maybe even pick up your toes and spread them. Couple more breaths. All the way down into your pelvic floor. Breathe. Bottom of your next exhale, friends. Fingertips down. Lift your hips. Heel toe your feet in so they're about hips width distance apart. Regular forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Realign your spine. Exhale, let it go. Take it all the way up. Rise. Big full body stretch. Inhale. And hands to your heart center. Exhale. Almost there. We've got one more side. Inhale, arms reach up. Left knee lifts up, standing staff. Or actually, sorry, switch it out. Right knee lifts up, standing staff. Yeah. Right knee lifts, right toes active. Hug in with your inner thighs. If you want, you can stay here. Otherwise, twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. Maybe grab hold of the outside of your right leg, or even press your right hand into your sacrum, your low back for a little bit of leverage. Option to turn it into your full revolved hand to big toe pose. Grab hold of your foot and start to extend only as far as you can without rounding your spine. If you're falling in and out, be with yourself right there. Part of the practice. Come back in when you're ready. Last couple. Good job, friends. All right, slowly unwind, maybe possibly staying balanced on your left foot. Arms reach up, right leg extends. And then slow motion, low lunge, fingertips and toes touch at the same time if at all possible. Once you've landed in your low lunge, hands to the inside of left foot. Walk your left foot all the way out, width of your mat, or maybe even onto the hardwood floor. You know your options, same as before. So hips lift, heart melts. Or hips lower, heart lift. There's another variation or anywhere else you'd like to go to explore, feel free. Use your breath to support you. Use your exhales to soften something, even if it's just energetic. Try not to let your left knee fall in, but if anything, pivot your toes out or roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Take about 3 more deep breaths. Side out your mouth. Last exhale. Lift back up to your hands if you're not there already. Lift your back knee and work your front foot back into your plank position. So top of a push-up, find your strength. Inhale. Exhale to slowly lower down. Find your heart opener, back bend of your choice. Maybe you want to take an extra couple breaths. And then eventually, let's take one more round of screaming toe pose. So sitting with your toes curled under, just in a kneeling position. Hug in with your inner heels, whatever you want to do with your arms. Let that heat build in your feet and breathe into it. Soft face, soft jaw, soft shoulders. Last couple rounds. And as you're ready, just come forward, untuck your toes, tap it out gently. And eventually, downward facing dog. So feeling into that aliveness of your feet. Inhale, left leg to the sky. This time, open your hip, peel it open. Bend your knee, reach it out and up. Keep hugging in with your right inner thigh so you're not sinking into your outer right hip. Take one more inhale here. You can stay if you want. Otherwise, left knee, right elbow. So a little twist, push the ground away. Push, push, push. Good. Inhale back up. Maybe open your hip. Exhale left to left as high as you can get on your left arm. Awesome. Paul, inhale back up. Stretch it out. Now everybody, knee to your nose, step forward softly, low lunge. From low lunge, crawl your fingertips forward and float your back foot off the ground. So like a warrior 3 with your fingertips on the ground or hands on blocks. So think of a halfway lift in your spine, not standing splits. And then hips are square, inner thighs face each other. Start to work your twist when you're ready. So left hand to the crease in your left hip and literally push your left hip towards the back of the room. You should feel your twist begin automatically. Yeah, and then see if you can continue it with the strength in your core, eventually reaching your left arm to the sky. Hips are square. Good, Chris. Open through the left side of your heart. Maybe even gaze up at your left hand. Keep your back leg strong and powerful. Awesome, Kay. Take one last breath, your personal fullest expression. And let it go forward, full top of your space. Good job. Pedal it out, shake it out. One last time. We'll take a low yogi squat. Malasana. Walk your feet out wide, toes wider than heels. Come down. So you can take any of the previous variations we've taken, or this time if you want to play with crow pose, invitation to play with your arm balance. So plant your hands out in front of your body. Work your knees up as high as you can on your triceps. Ease slightly forward. The trick is to lift from your belly button. Use your strong core. Maybe your big toes touch behind you. And then from here, you guys, whenever you're ready, you can either step back or jump back into a plank or a chaturanga. And then eventually just meet back in your down dog. So if you're not taking crow, whenever you're ready, just plant your hands and step your feet back. Vinyasa or skip it, and we'll see you back in down dog. Inhale your right leg high. Pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Set your body down gently. If you know that this pose works better for you on your back, you're welcome to take it there instead. And the structure first. So right butt cheek pulls back and up as your heart goes forward. So especially if you are able to just plop yourself into this, feels like not much is happening. And you want to stabilize. That's your practice in this pose, stabilization. Use your big, deep breaths wherever you bend it up. A little bit of activation through your front toes. Take about 4 or 5 more deep breaths into your pigeon pose. Bottom of your next exhale, slowly lift your upper body. And we're going to come into a seat for a moment. So just ease your way over onto your right butt cheek and swing your left leg around. You can extend your legs for just a second, give them a little shake out. If you can sit in double pigeon somewhat comfortably, invitation to sit in double pigeon with your right shin on top. If double pigeon for you is like, no, thank you, then you can just sit in any other way you want to. Let go of the legs and just focus on the arms. So from here, we're going to find eagle arms. Start to reach your arms up, just straight up first. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, right elbow comes underneath left elbow. Wrap your arms together. Or if it's too much, instead. If you eagle to tip over to the left, and at the same time, let your head tilt a little bit to the left. And then maybe try. It's going to feel a little more difficult. Well, at least it does for me. Go right. Just breathe into that space. If you've got your hands behind your shoulders, totally fine. Same thing, right? Your right shoulder. Breath. Your arms tilted to bring back your head back up. Next inhale, arms to the sky. And then as you exhale, just bring your hands down behind you, lean back, uncross your legs, feet to the ground with your knees bent, nice and wide, mat width distance apart. Take some windshield wipers side to side. Feeling into your hips and your low back, breathing into your hips and your low back. Finish the round you're on. We'll meet back in down dog. So you can get there your own way if you want to. Invitation to take a boat pose for a few rounds of breath. Hug in with your inner thighs. The most intense variation, arms will be reaching overhead and legs will be extended. So you do you. Sometimes I like my hands behind me to modify a little support. You want to stay balanced on your tail or on your sit bones rather than rocking back onto your tailbone. Lift your heart up even higher. One more big deep breath. And then from here, you can cross your ankles, roll over your feet, step or jump back to chaturanga with bent elbows. Move through a vinyasa or skip it. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, pigeon pose, left shin to the top of your mat. Come down gently. So take as much time, care, awareness, setting yourself up on this side. Eventually bow forward. If you want, Janet, and you don't have to. So rather than like you're lifting this and just rolling this, like that's okay. But lift it, pull it back, keep it lifted, and then just go straight forward. Does that make sense? So keep pulling up and back. Yeah. So there's muscle energy there. Then if you want to go deeper, just get your back knee back further. Good. Is that okay? Probably feels a little different. This one? Okay. Well, just pay attention and also keep those front toes like trying to spread, and that should take care of your knee, at least that one. All right, friends, about 3 or 4 more breaths. Open your mouth at any time, just sigh it out. And as you're ready, slowly begin just lifting your upper body. Come into your seat. And swing your right leg around for a moment. Give your legs a little shaky shake. And then double pigeon, fire log, left shin on top, or if you don't want to take double pigeon, any other seated position is fine. So outer ankle to inner knee. Take your arms to the sky, inhale, get tall. And then as you exhale, left elbow under right elbow, wrap your arms together or grab hold behind your shoulders. All right, and then see if you can direct. So if you have eagle arms, direct your arms, hands to the right. Let your head fall to the right. Keep your arms like that. Let your head fall to the left. Lift your head up, lift your arms up, switch. So arms might go just a little bit over to the left. Take your head to the left. Breathe into the right side of your neck. And if you want to, you can switch sides. So roll forward and right ear, right shoulder. Come back to center, neutral. Uncross your arms, arms to the sky, inhale. And then as you exhale, just bring your hands down behind you, uncross your legs. We'll take windshield wipers again, but this time on our back. So lower yourself all the way down. And you can either just tee out your arms or cactus your arms, go side to side with your knees. And eventually knees fall to the right side. Stay there for about 3 breaths or so. Invitation to bring the outer edge of your right foot to the outside of your left knee. And then use your right foot to encourage your left knee forward and down towards the ground. Do your best to keep the back of your left ribs pressing towards the ground as well, and breathe into it. And then switch to the other side as you're ready. And then after you've taken this little twist on both sides, come back to center and find yourself a happy baby pose. And give yourself a moment, rock it out in your happy baby. Maybe extend one or both legs. Maybe bring your feet together, open your knees out wide. So any way you want to play around, explore in happy baby. And then eventually, if there are any finishing poses, any final poses your body is still calling for, still craving, give yourself a few rounds of breath to move through those. And when you're ready to start your journey into your final relaxation, no rush. All right, friends. So as you slowly start to settle in, I will read to you. This is by Hannah Rowe. It's called Until I Thought of Myself as the Sea. I used to separate good days from bad days, until I thought of myself as an ocean. I used to split times I felt strong from times I felt weak until I imagined myself as the sea, calm and rocky, wild and soft, still and powerful and vast, and more than any one thing. In the ocean, it is hard to divorce one mood from another, one wave from the next. Now, on my worst days, I think of how good life is too, how I can still greet joy while swimming through grief, how fragile strength feels, how I am not any one thing in any one moment on any one day. I am all of it, and all of it is me. So these last few moments, friends, let's just let your breath be effortless. And just let yourself feel that ocean inside of you, that vastness inside of you, all those different parts of you swimming around energetically. Let the vibrations of the bowls stir up anything that needs to be stirred up. So your only job is to simply allow, let go, and just notice, feel, soak it in. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And just gently begin to wiggle through fingers, toes. Maybe a big full body stretch would feel really nice. Eventually, roll onto either side, fetal position. And just take one last moment, resting there, letting your practice soak in, maybe visualizing that in some way. And then use the strength in your arms to just slowly guide yourself up into seated meditation. As you come into your seat, sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, gather your hands to your heart. And maybe just take one last moment to notice how you feel, how you are. Notice if anything feels even the slightest bit different than it did when you began this practice. You walked into this room. You just bow your head to your own heart in acknowledgement and gratitude, thanking yourself for showing up, taking time out of your day to really tune in and connect with yourself in a more intentional way. And thank you so much for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. All right, my friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Miss Ruby. You're just so good. You're just so good. Love her, love her. Yes, she's amazing. Just get to my cream, please. Yes. That's only that you can. Oh. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I have my embodiment class this Saturday. If any of you are around and would like to join. Oh. It's a fun, silly girl. Yeah.
On Zoom.
Uh-huh.
Can they hear the music?